Hello viewers, you're watching Beyond the Headlines on DDM Television. Dr. Doyin Okupe, a distinguished political strategist and former presidential spokesperson, has sadly passed away. His passing was confirmed on Friday, March 7, 2025. At 71, Okupe was a significant figure in Nigerian politics, having served as a senior advisor to former President Goodluck Jonathan and more recently as a Director General of Peter Obi's 2023 presidential campaign. Okupe's political career had its share of controversies. In December 2022, he left Obi's campaign after being convicted of money laundering. After the 2023 general election, he resigned from the Labour Party. Surprisingly, Okupe then became a vocal supporter of President Bola Tinubu's administration. He often engaged in political debates and discussions. As reported by Sahara reporters, family sources disclosed that Dr. Okupe had been gravely ill with cancer in the weeks before his passing. His health had significantly worsened, causing concern among his loved ones and supporters. Nigerians have expressed outrage over Senator Ireti Kingibe's involvement in the suspension of Kogi Central Senator Natasha Uduaghan during a plenary on Thursday. Kingibe, who represents the Federal Capital Territory in the Senate of the National Assembly, was said to be a member of the Senate Committee on Ethics, Privileges, and Public Petitions that recommended the suspension of Natasha. Senator Bamidele Ogbeyemi, representing Ekiti Central, reviewed this development in an attempt to negate allegations of gender-based discrimination as well as party politics. According to Bamidele, Kingibe, who signed the committee's report, was neither a man nor a member of the All Progressives Congress, APC. Rather, he contended that the suspension was flowing from the need to preserve and maintain the privileges of the hallowed chamber.
This is also not about gender. I said it before. Most distinguished Senator Ireti Kingibe, God bless her, she's busy at the International Women's Day program with your permission, and we are going to join them there. She has different programs to attend today as the chairman of the Senate Committee on Women Affairs. Distinguished Senator Mrs. Ireti Kingibe signed this report as a member of the Senate Committee on Ethics, Privileges, and Public Petitions. Her name is number 21, and her signature is there, fully in support of these regulations. Senator Ireti Kingibe is not a member of APC. Senator Ireti Kingibe is not a man. She's a woman. And by the grace of God and the privilege extended by this Senate, she's the chairman of the Senate Committee on Women Affairs. So this is not about where you come from. It's not about your political party. It's not about your gender. It is about this institution that is called the Senate and the need for each and every one of us who is privileged to be here, because it's only a privilege. Nothing suggests that we are the best in our various constituencies. It is a privilege, and we are here by public trust of our constituents who voted for us. So, it is a collective desire of this institution called the Senate that we will restore law and order. And I also want to remind all of us and the public that all those who are served in the Senate or in the House of Representatives and who felt that their achievement should be measured by the number or the volume of content they created on the social media, who felt their achievement should be measured by the number of followers they had on social media, all those who felt grandstanding should be the order of the day. I'm sure you can begin to name them in both houses. Where are they today? Who is talking about them today? What is their relevance in the polity of this nation? Let this lesson be learned by everybody. And let everyone understand that when we are here, this is a hallowed chamber.
A critical mind would certainly question the veracity of Bamidele's claim that Akpoti's case is not one of gender-based discrimination. Now, it is instructive that only 4 out of 108 elected senators, excluding the late Senator Kingibe, are female. Senator Palibo Banigo representing Rivers West, Senator Idiat Oluranti Adebole representing Lagos West, and finally, Senator Ireti of the FCT. The 4th senator is, of course, Senator Akpoti, who has been suspended for 6 months over alleged misconduct and refusal to comply with the chamber's seating arrangement during the plenary session on 20th February. Yes, other women in the Senate might not have openly supported her for reasons best known to them, but Senator Ireti on Arise TV gave the reason why she partook in the committee that signed Akpoti's suspension. Ireti said that of the 4 women of the whole Senate, Akpoti Natasha was closest to her, and she took her as her daughter. But when she phoned Natasha following the incident at the house to inquire what had happened, the younger female refused to respond. But she also seconded the motion of her male colleagues that said that Natasha Akpoti had breached some rules and regulations of the Senate.
Natasha, what's going on? He said he started to try to explain about seating. She had not given me the proper explanation. I had not been given the opportunity to respond when she said to me, I'll call you back, I'll call you back. Till today, Senator Natasha has not called me back. I have a smartphone. Before I called Senator Natasha's husband, I had called Senator Natasha twice without response. Then I called him to say, I've called her twice, she's not answering me. He said, oh, she went to Singapore. Maybe that's why. And then I said to him, this is not the way this should be handled. Now, let's go on to other things. The reason we've heard it said everywhere that the 3 women in the Senate have been silent. Yes, because silence is golden, especially when one of us is not following the rules. And as women, we did not want to come out publicly to say anything negative about her. And we were hoping all of this will blow over, as a lot of things do. Now, the truth of the matter is, yes, the Senate is not gender-friendly, but it has been improving, much better than when we first entered the Senate, I must say. And the truth of the matter is, when we make a fuss and we draw the attention of the Senate President, he does correct it. Truly, the Senate can do better than it's doing, but there's hardly anything that's been done to us that's not done to other men. It is more appropriate to say that the Senate is not opposition-friendly. Now, the Senate leadership may not be gender-friendly, but I must say the majority of the senators, they are very kind and they are conciliatory to us. They look out for the fact that women, some of them have been there before. They guide us on, do it like this, do it that way.
Do not forget that Ireti Kingibe is the chairman of the Senate Committee on Women Affairs. Therefore, Nigerians expected more defensive disposition from her in defense of Natasha. Unfortunately, Nigerians have become disappointed and disillusioned with her. Many Nigerians now see her as an enemy of women's rights and unfitting to return to the Senate in the coming election in 2027. She's been called to apologize to Natasha, as well as Nigerians office a recall. A netizen speaking anonymously said,
Senator Ireti, you are a massive disappointment and a disgrace to the well-meaning Abuja voters who risked it all to put you in that chamber. 2027 is coming, and trust us, we will be here waiting for you idiots. Senator Ireti Kingibe, I campaigned for you. I supported you. I watched you. I watched as many residents stood up all night to defend their votes so you can finally be in the Senate. But today, we are disappointed in you.
And finally, a quote from Oiza.
Ireti Kingibe is actually upset that Natasha didn't call her to explain what happened. She kept referring to the senator as her child. Is the Senate building your family house, Ireti? Why are you referring to your colleagues as your child? You wicked woman.
You're watching Beyond the Headlines on DDM Television. If you like more of this, do not hesitate to hit the like button, make your comment, share this video, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more exciting things. I am Tochi Raphael. Have a nice day.